السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the beauty of the deen of Islam is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only taught us how to identify problems, but He also taught us how to solve and resolve and dissolve those problems. These tools were given to us so that they can be useful for ourselves, for those around us, and then also useful to those who are looking on from the sidelines. Sometimes we read the text of Islam and we may not understand what it is that it's trying to tell us. And that is why it's essential and it's important that we elaborate on it so that you and I have a better understanding, a broader understanding as to what is being said. There are two types of problems in this world. One type is the one that can be identified. For example, you don't have to be a doctor, and I'm not a doctor here. You don't have to be a doctor to see someone who is shivering, who is sweating, who is, coughing, and there's mucus coming down their eyes and nose to say that that person may not be well. Are you all with me? I think you're sick. You need to get that checked out. Why? Because there are signs that we are seeing that are contradictory to the norm that we feel that that person needs to address. The second type of problem, and that's a good problem. If your light in the car comes on, there's something wrong with your engine, that's a good problem. If your tire air is low, it's a good problem. Right? But if you don't know the problem is occurring, that's a disaster waiting to happen. In this blessed month, our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was born. And he was a symbol of peace, goodness, selflessness, and he was a solution for the problems the world was engulfed in. And amongst the many things that we read in the shama'il of his features, of his actions, of his demeanor, was one thing: anger. He never got angry for himself. He never threw a fit or rage for himself. When tested in the most difficult of circumstances, he never lost his cool, as we say. Today, anger is the biggest problem. It's the biggest fire burning the ummah, larger than the fire burning currently in California. We saw this fire take over homes and properties and lives. The fire of anger takes away generations. What did our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ say regarding anger? Awsini ya Rasulullah. A man came, a Sahabi came, give me advice. He said, La taghdab. Don't become angry. He asked a follow-up question. That's simple. Tell me something else. فَرَدَّهُ مِرَارًا. He kept on asking, what else? What else? What else? And the Prophet ﷺ said, don't get angry. What did he mean? Because one hadith is saying, don't get angry, i.e. don't reach to a point in life where anger will boil. But in another hadith, the Prophet Muhammad says, "Man kadama ghayran wa huwa yaqdiru ala infadihi, mala Allahu qalbahu amna wa imana." The hadith of Rasulullah is whoever suppresses their anger, whoever controls the anger, and they have the ability to execute on the anger. You're taller, you're bigger, you're stronger, the person against you is smaller, weaker, shorter. You have an ability to do something. Or it's someone that you feel you have a right to do something on. Either because of your age, your status, your power, your position. But you suppress that anger. You control that anger. Here it's saying don't become angry at all. And here it's saying anger is coming, suppress it. How do we balance this? Because the virtue given is that if you suppress your anger, Allah will fill your heart with peace, tranquility, and faith. How do we coincide with these two hadiths? What is it trying to tell us? Something very simple, brothers and sisters. Today we're getting angry for everything and anything that doesn't go my way. It wasn't done the way I wanted. It wasn't the way I expected. It wasn't the homework the way I wanted you to do it. It wasn't the grade I expected from you. The reason if I am getting angry at almost everything that happens is because I pulled Allah out of the equation. Allah, it's not what you want, it's what I want. Faith is so essential because it allows us to level. Without faith, we become like a volcano that erupts. The Sahaba radiallahu anhu, they had very distinct natures. Ali radiallahu anhu was a man of great anger. He was a man of great power. He was a man of great courage. Anyone dare come and mess with him. But what Islam taught him was, your anger isn't about you yourself. It's about a bigger picture. It's wherein you feel you have a say when Allah's deen is being violated openly and you have the ability to do something about it. That's when you will express your anger. Today, we are expressing anger on so many things. If we were to do a recap of the day, each of us individually, we can count numerous times where we got angry. Some of those times we were vocal about our anger. Some of those times we just kept it in. Whoever suppresses and controls the anger doesn't mean just quell it, just squash it. Because you're making it into it's going to implode. It's going to take you with it. It's going to happen from inside. Restructure your mindset, your thought process, how you see things, how you perceive things, so the small things don't make you angry. Because our Prophet Muhammad was ridiculed because of Islam. He was taunted because of Islam. He was harmed and threatened because of Islam. أُوذِيتُ فِي اللَّهِ وَمَا يُؤْذَى أَحَدٍ. It was because he brought this message of Islam. It wasn't that he was born an orphan. No one picked on him. It wasn't the fact that his mother died. No one picked on him. It wasn't the fact that his grandfather died. No one picked on him. After Abu Lahab passed, after his uncle passed, after his uncle Abu Talib passed away, and after the people said that this is an opportunity to close in on him because of what? Not who he is, what he's propagating. They gave so much pain to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No one faced such pain. But guess what? He never went on a rage because of it. Brothers and sisters in Islam, my point is a very simple point. We need to learn how to control our anger and to deplete the opportunities or possibilities for anger to arise when things are not my way. I will do what I need to do. I will do what I have to do. I will do what I'm responsible to do, but then I'll leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'll be grateful and thankful on the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever the outcome is, alhamdulillah. Because if every small thing makes us angry, if every small person's word makes us harbor malice and animosity and grudge against people, we are consuming ourselves with our anger. It's like a cancer. It's eating on itself. It's eating up on the body. So if we can take one thing in this blessed month from the seerah and from the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is one thing, is let us reevaluate our actions and our reactions. And hopefully our reactions are not that of anger and rage, rather they are of acceptance and moving forward. seeing the bigger picture in life instead of seeing the small things. If there is rage happening, it's a good sign. You need to stop it. But if you feel you could keep it inside and just let it be, it's not going to disappear. It's a disaster waiting to happen. And for most part, that anger comes out. A volcano, when it erupts, it doesn't move, right? When a volcano erupts in Fiji or Indonesia, it doesn't walk across to Australia. It happens there. When those volcanoes erupt, it happens in our homes, it happens in our circles, it happens in our communities. And that becomes the straw that breaks the camel's back. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to control our emotional state and allow our faith and the character of Rasulullah to guide us and to show us what is better, and allow us to be good human beings and to be a source of goodness for all of humanity. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan for your time. Inshallah we'll speak soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.